I'm Mike Collins. I'm an architect and a principal with Collins Cooper Cruise in Atlanta. I've been practicing for 25 years and I'm an alumni of the University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
My name is Valerie Cox and I'm with the Home Depot Foundation, and we are proud to be this year's presenting sponsor of AIA Atlanta's High School Student Design Competition.
Hi, I'm Ann Girondellis. I direct the Common First Year program in the College of Architecture at Georgia Tech. I've been there for 12 years. Check out the graphic presentation of this project. It is formidable. It's a wonderful use of a background that really describes the idea behind the project. The student is very clear about the purpose of each drawing, and it is just dynamic, fascinating. If I was gonna give any advice for students next year, I would say this: just start imagining and start drawing. It doesn't have to look like a building. Some of the best schemes we've seen today are ones that just start out with ideas, with graphics, with sketches and doodles. And that's the most wonderful place to start, where you're passionate about a mountain, or you're passionate about fear, or you're passionate about color and shape and contrast. Start there, doodle, doodle, draw, 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 make, make, make. And I bet a wonderful building will emerge.
Hey, my name's Ed Akins. I teach at Southern Polytechnic State University. I've been practicing in the Atlanta area for roughly 13, 14 years.
I'm Theresa Ridley of Theresa Ridley Architecture. I'm a sole proprietor, and I have been practicing in the Atlanta chapter area for over 25 years, and I am current president of the American Institute of Architects Atlanta chapter.
Hi, I'm Teresa Hegarty from Georgia State University Facilities Design and Construction Services. I'm an architect by training. I've been practicing architecture here in Atlanta. I've been an architect for over 20 years.
The most successful projects actually included images of the city within the renderings, or images of the site with their project atop the site itself. And also the mix of both rendering and sketching helped tremendously to understand the project and the thought process. But overall, I have to echo the fact that the board layout was so successful on this project. The way you were using overlay to demonstrate both rendering techniques, plan documentation, and then also site plan and early sketches and diagramming. I think it's really nice to see that level and breadth of work in one presentation.
I'm Shelby Morris, and I'm with the Beck Group. I've been an architect for 10 years.
My name is John Busby, FAIA. I am an architect who's been in practice for 50 years. My firm is Hova Daniels Busby. I am the former president of the National Association of the American Institute of Architects.
Hey, I'm Bill Carpenter. I serve on the National AIA board, and I am the jury chair today. I'm with Southern Polytechnic State University. I'm a professor there, and also owner and founder of Lightroom, the architecture firm in Decatur. Thanks.
First of all, there's a very strong concept, both from the section and the interiors that we can see in the very beautiful plans and interior space that is shown in the perspective, with the Georgia State logo bringing light into the center of this. Very sophisticated for a high school project, right? Very strong graphic presence, a very strong concept evidenced by the written statement, but then it integrated with the context, and that's what we were looking for the project to do. You know, the first year that Jay Silverman and I organized this competition, we invited Antoine Predock, who was the gold medalist that year, to be the jury chair. And I was sitting here working with Predock, and I asked him what did he think of the day. He said he thought that it was the most important day of his career.
Oh, that's
This
wonderful.
was a week after he got the gold medal.
That's wonderful, yeah.
And he said that because he saw so much talent. And it was such an interesting way because he saw it happening in high school. And I think that's what's so special about the high school design competition.
Even though you may look at this and say, this is not a welcome center, there's something so wonderful about winding one's way through Georgia State University campus that is in downtown, and you're in this building and up this building and down around here, and then you run it. And I think it really recalls that aspect. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but this reminds me of some aspects of Georgia State that are not embedded in the rest.
It's a symmetry that's disguised as this, this beautiful composition on this end is actually reflected into the alleyway as well. And that's where this project starts to fall apart, because it's just a pure mirror and symmetry driving the program.
Without that
issue, it would elevate above this one, which has very complex geometries that are trying to be resolved and actually hit the ground in the urban condition really well.
But it feels disjointed to the uneducated eye. And while I like it, and I think it's interesting, I'm not sure it says to me, this is where students go to come home. It says, this is where students go to become great architects.
Although many of the schemes addressed the program as one building, this scheme did that on one floor, but then from there on, it separated into different buildings, so it actually split, and the whole experience of the building became moving through these disparate parts. And the notion that was explored was that of the university, moving into the university environment is like one of exploring one's paths through different areas. And so it took that literally and developed a series of separate buildings that were connected through a path, hence the term connection. So we thought that that was really quite a nice, bold and strong move.
I love that both are on this board. Right. That you've got a sketch and then you've got this highly technical product application of ideas. So it's like, this is where I'm going to find my answer to what I'm dreaming of.
Global concept here for all the students. Edit down what you don't need, because the presentation will be stronger when you do that. So all in favor of this one getting first place, raise your hand. Oh, it's pretty clear. We have a winner, everyone. So then we can safely say second?
Second.
Yeah, and then how about
number
third?
24.
Third is this one, and we're there? Yeah. Everybody good? Let's give a round of applause to all these amazing students.